Okay, let's get started. Now we are discuss about the Poetics by Aristotle, chapter 17. Some practical suggestions to poets. At that time, when he is constructing his plot and engage on the diction in which they are worked out, the poet should remember to put the actual scenes as far as possible before his eyes. In this way, seeing everything with the vividness of an eyewitness, as it were, he will devise what is appropriate and be least likely to overlook incongruities. As far as maybe the poet should even act his story with the very gestures of his personages, given the same natural qualification. He who feels the emotion to be described will be the most convincing. Distress and angers, for instance, are portrayed most truthfully by one who is feeling them at that moment. Hence, it's that poetry demand a man with a special gift for it, or else one with a touch of madness in him. The former can easily assume the required mood, and the latter by may be actual beside himself with emotions. His story, again, whether already made or of his own making, he should first simplify and reduce to a universal form before proceeding to learn it out by the insertions of episodes. The following will show how the universal element in Iphigenia, for instance, may be viewed. A young girl is sacrificed. She disappears mysteriously from the eyes of those who sacrificed her. She is transported to another country where the custom is to offer up all stranger to the goddess. She was made the priest of these rites. Some time later, her own brother chances to arrive. The fact that the oracle for some reason orders him to go there, and his purpose is going there, are outside the plot of the play. However, he comes his size, and when on the point of the beginning sacrifice, reveal who he is. The mood of recognitions may be either that of Euripides or of Polydius, in whose play he exclaims very naturally, "So it was not my sister only, but I too who was doomed to be sacrificed, and by that remark he is saved." The sixth type of discovery is stated by Aristotle to be the best form. It is the most artistic form, for it grows out of the action itself. The very nature of the incident produced the discovery. Aristotle cites Sophocles' Oedipus the King as an example in which such a discovery takes place. In this case, as also is Iphigenia, the discovery is independent of mechanical art like necklace and sings. The discovery in such a case is natural and most credible while it startles the reader or audience. If discovery arising from the incident of the play is the best form, the next in artistic merit is that brought by about by reasoning. Aristotle had restricted the discussions to example of the discovery of person identity, but the general statement about discovery is that it's a transition from ignorance to knowledge. Discovery thus includes discovery of whole array areas of circumstances about which there was previous ignorance or mistake. The total implications of the discovery are not trivial at all. Indeed, peripety and ignorances and hamasha are closely connected aspects of tragedy. In chapter 17 and 18, Aristotle some practical suggestions to the practitioners of the art of writing tragedy. Visualize the action. The poet must first visualize what he wishes to represent. This naturally involves the imagination. It's only when he sees the action in this mind's eyes that he can devise what is suitable. He could then know what to avoid as inconsistent to his plot. These imaginative visualizations would help the poet to make his action probable and appropriate. He would be able to keep clear of absurdities. Once again, the example cited by Aristotle is obscure, as the play he refers to is lost. This is quite a wild point and is observed by most writers. It is especially weird for dramatics because absurdities are more strikingly obvious on the stage. Broadly, he's pointed out certain incongruities in King Lear's, but one might add that Shakespeare's handling of his material is excellent enough for spectators to outlook absurdities in general. This done, the next thing, after the proper names have been fixed as a basics for the story, is to work in episodes or accessory incidents. One must mind, however, that the episodes are appropriate, like the fit of madness in Orestes, which leads to his arrest, and the purifying witch, bringing his salvation. In place, the episodes are short. In epic poetry, they serve to lengthen the point. The argument of the Odysseus is not a long one. A certain man has been observed many years. He is jealously watched by Opician, and he is all alone. Meanwhile, his home is in a rest polite suitors are wasting his substance and plotting against his son. At length, tempest tossed, he himself arrives. He met certain persons acquaintance with him. He attacks the suitor with his own hand and is himself preserved while he destroys them. This is the essence of the plot. The rest is episode. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.